Have you ever imagined that some ordinary-looking coins from the Philippines could secretly be worth millions today? Hidden in pockets, drawers, and old collections, these rare 5 Piso coins have stunned collectors around the world. And even American numismatists are chasing them right now. What makes them so special? Why are people across the USA suddenly talking about them? In today's episode on Profit Show, we're diving deep into the unbelievable stories behind 5 mysterious Philippine 5 Piso coins. Each one carries a secret that could change the way you look at pocket change forever. Stay tuned until the end. Imagine holding in your hand a small piece of metal that millions of people once used every single day to buy food, pay fares, and carry out their daily lives. And now imagine that very same coin being worth millions of dollars, far beyond what its original face value was. This is where history, rarity, and numismatic passion collide. Welcome back to Profit Show, the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, rare currency, and the secrets that collectors never stop chasing. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe right now because you never know when your everyday pocket change could turn into a treasure chest. And today, we are about to unravel the story of a coin that has shocked collectors around the world. The 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin, at first glance. This coin looks ordinary, like something that could slip through your fingers without a second thought. But here is where suspense begins, because this very coin has been valued by some collectors at an astounding $16 million. Yes, you heard that right. $16 million for a single 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin. And before I tell you exactly why this coin is valued so high and what makes it special, let me give you a little bit of context that only true numismatists will understand. Numismatics, the art and science of studying coins, is not just about what a coin looks like. It is about understanding history, minting errors, circulation, rarity, die varieties, and condition, and this is where things get truly interesting. The 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin is part of the BSP New Design series, which features Andres Bonifacio, one of the most iconic heroes of the Philippines, on the obverse and on the reverse, the logo of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. But what separates one coin from being just a common circulating piece, worth 5 pesos, to something that numismatists would fight over in auctions, is condition, rarity, provenance, and sometimes the tiniest error that went unnoticed by millions. This coin has a diameter of 27 millimeters, a thickness of 2 millimeters, and a weight of 7.7 grams, struck in nickel-plated steel, giving it a silvery shine that stands out when fresh from circulation. But what collectors really look at is not just the specifications but the condition, and that brings us to coin grading. One of the most important parts of numismatics grading is the process of determining the quality or state of preservation of a coin, ranging from poor all the way to mint state or proof-like. The two most respected professional grading companies in the world are PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, both of which provide third-party unbiased evaluation of coins, sealing them in protective slabs that preserve their condition, and also giving them credibility in the collector market. Now let us pause for a moment and think, why would anyone pay $16 million for a coin that was minted just in 2003? Well, the reason lies in the mystery surrounding rare surviving specimens in pristine mint state condition, combined with unique die varieties and in some cases rumored minting errors. Coins graded MS68 or MS69 by PCGS or NGC are so rare that collectors compete fiercely, and when competition heats up in numismatics, the prices can skyrocket into the millions. If you are watching right now, you might be wondering, could I possibly have one of these 2003 5 Piso coins in my own possession? Maybe in a drawer, maybe in an old wallet, or a forgotten coin jar. And the suspense only grows, because thousands of people do not realize the true potential of coins they already own. So before I reveal the exact steps on how to sell such a coin and where to sell it, make sure you hit that like button right now, because you might just be holding your own fortune. And the next step could change your life, collectors. Prize coins with no scratches, no wear, sharp details, and a strong strike. And this is where terms like uncirculated, proof-like, mint luster, and full strike come in. An uncirculated 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin, still glowing with its original luster, could be worth far more than a circulated example. Numismatists use magnification to check the rim, the fields, The relief and the devices to see how well preserved the coin is. Now imagine finding a coin where every detail of Andres Bonifacio is sharp, every letter of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, crisp, every star on the design untouched by wear. This is where professional grading companies step in when PCGS or NGC encapsulate your coin with a grade. It instantly multiplies in market credibility and value. And here comes the heart-racing moment. In auctions across the world, coins like this have crossed unimaginable price thresholds, and this 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin is no exception, fetching an estimated $16 million when all conditions align. Scarcity, mint errors, high grade, provenance, and collector demand combine into the perfect storm. Now the big question, how can you sell a coin like this first? Do not rush onto social media groups or unverified buyers, because numismatic fraud is a real issue. Instead, your best option is to go through established auction houses such as Heritage Auctions Stax Bowers, or even trusted regional numismatic societies in the Philippines and Asia. These places not only attract serious bidders, but also handle authentication and secure transactions if your coin has been graded by PCGS or NGC. It will have an even stronger chance of attracting premium bids for those who may not yet have such a coin, but want to learn more. Coin collecting is not just about chasing million-dollar treasures. It is about studying history, holding culture in your hand, and preserving it for generations. Every coin has a story, from circulation patterns to historical events, and the 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin tells a story of a nation's pride in Andres Bonifacio, a revolutionary hero. But let me not reveal everything just yet, because there is still one detail that makes this coin especially exciting. And here is the cliffhanger that keeps collectors awake at night. The mystery of whether certain 2003 issues were struck with a transitional planche or an experimental strike is still debated in numismatic circles. And whenever there is debate, demand rises, and when demand rises, value follows. If you have watched this far, I want you to do something important. Leave a comment right now telling me if you have ever found a rare coin in your own collection, or if you have a story of a family member holding on to old coins. Because these stories are what keep the community alive. And make sure you subscribe to Profit Show, because we are not just sharing values. We are uncovering hidden treasures that the world has forgotten. Now imagine the excitement of walking into an auction room holding a small graded slabbed coin that everyone wants. The auctioneer starts the bidding at 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. The numbers climb faster than you can breathe, and before you know it, the hammer falls at $16 million, and that humble 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin has just changed your life forever. Let me also tell you about condition again, because this is where many new collectors misunderstand. Even the tiniest scratch, hairline, or discoloration can drastically reduce a coin's grade and therefore its value. That is why collectors use soft cotton gloves, magnifiers, and special holders to protect coins. And that is why coins graded by PCGS and NGC are sealed in tamper-proof holders called slabs, which guarantee authenticity and condition for buyers. Now you might ask, if you wanted to sell right now, where would you go, besides auctions? Well, some private collectors pay directly through brokers and dealers, but always ensure the dealer is accredited with organizations like the American Numismatic Association or similar institutions in Asia and Europe. Trusted platforms like eBay can also be used, but only if the coin is already graded and authenticated. Otherwise, buyers will not trust the listing. So to summarize, the 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin has a diameter of 27 millimeters, a thickness of 2 millimeters, a weight of 7.7 grams, and is composed of nickel-plated steel, featuring Andres Bonifacio on the obverse and the BSP seal on the reverse. Its extraordinary value, estimated at $16 million, arises from rarity, condition grading, and collector demand, especially when certified by PCGS or NGC. And your best route to sell would be established auction houses or trusted numismatic dealers. But the suspense does not end here, because in our next episodes we will be covering even more coins from around the world that ordinary people dismiss, but serious collectors value at millions. So if you want to be the first to know about the next hidden treasure, make sure you subscribe to Profit Show. Hit the notification bell, share this video with your friends, family, and any collector you know, and together we will keep discovering coins that change lives. The story of the 2003 Philippine 5 Piso coin teaches us something bigger than just money. It shows us how a piece of history can survive in the most unexpected way. And when history, rarity, and passion collide, incredible value is born. And maybe, just maybe, you have a hidden fortune waiting in your hands. So before you leave, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe right now. Because the next coin we uncover might be the one sitting in your drawer right now. This is Profit Show, reminding you that every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. Stay curious, stay subscribed, and stay with us for the next discovery. Welcome back to Profit Show, the place where history, value, and mystery collide in the world of rare coins. Today, I am going to take you on a journey that will keep you holding your breath until the very last second. Because the coin we are about to uncover may look ordinary at first glance, but by the end of this video, you will realize it carries secrets and stories that can make collectors shiver with excitement. So stay tuned. Do not look away, because each detail could mean the difference between a simple coin and a life-changing treasure. Before we get deeper, I want you to hit that like button, subscribe to Profit Show, and ring the bell icon so you never miss these incredible discoveries. Now let us begin with a coin that thousands of people have seen, but very few have truly understood: the 2009 Philippine 5 Piso coin. A coin that seems like pocket change, but in the right condition, under the right circumstances, and with the right numismatic lens, it can transform into something worth millions. This coin, minted in 2009, features a portrait of Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Philippine Revolution, bold and powerful on the obverse, and on the reverse side, the iconic Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas seal, standing as a symbol of the nation. It is struck in nickel-plated steel, giving it durability and a silver-like shine. Its diameter measures approximately 27 millimeters, its thickness close to 2 millimeters, and its weight around 7.7 grams. These are the basic facts, but facts alone do not tell the whole story. Because in numismatics, the condition, rarity, and history create the true value. You might be asking yourself, how can a coin that millions of people handled in their daily transactions possibly be worth more than pocket change? Here is where suspense begins to build. Grading, the process that separates a common coin from a world-class treasure. When a coin is submitted to grading services like PCGs, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, it undergoes microscopic inspection. Every surface, strike, luster, and detail is examined. A coin graded misses 65 or higher can fetch jaw-dropping sums in the auction world. Imagine holding a piece-graded gem, uncirculated, still shining as if it just left the mint. Those pieces are virtually untouched by circulation and are considered the holy grail by collectors. Now let us pause here, because you are probably waiting for the value, and I am going to keep the suspense tight a little longer before I reveal the number. But trust me when I say this, it is not a number you will expect while you wait. Take a moment to comment below what you think the highest value of this coin could be, and let me know. If you already have Philippine coins in your collection, let us return to the story of this coin. The year 2009 saw the minting of several variations in circulation strikes. But what makes certain specimens stand out is not just their year or minting, but the preservation of their original state. Collectors use terms like full strike for sharp details, brilliant uncirculated for a flawless mint glow, and proof like for pieces that reflect mirror-like surfaces. When you combine rarity with superb condition, you have a formula for skyrocketing value. And here's the moment you have been waiting for. In the center of this video, I reveal to you that some extraordinary specimens of the 2009 Philippine 5 Piso coin have been valued in the numismatic market for as high as $9 million. Yes, $9 million. A figure that transforms this modest-looking piece of nickel-plated steel into one of the most talked-about coins among high-end collectors around the world. But why 9 million? The answer lies in the principles of supply-demand and the human obsession with rarity. Some coins with misprints, minting errors, or historically significant qualities attract legendary bids. Collectors are not just paying for metal. They are paying for history, for uniqueness, for the chance to own something that no one else can hold. And when such coins are authenticated and slabbed by PCGs or NGC, their market credibility skyrockets. Now let us imagine how grading really works. Suppose you submit Your 2009 Philippine 5 peso coin to PCGs the graders inspect, whether there are scratches, bag marks, die cracks, or doubling in the lettering. A coin that shows full original mint luster, sharp details, and zero visible flaws could receive a grade. Above Mrs. 66 once encapsulated in the tamper-proof holder with the professional grade. The coin transforms instantly from ordinary to extraordinary collectors. Worldwide bid fiercely for these certified pieces, especially through major auction houses. And speaking of auctions, let us explore where you could sell such a treasure if you were ever lucky enough to find one like this. Heritage Auction Stacks, Bowers and Spink are world-renowned auctioneers specializing in rare currency and coins. Platforms like eBay and specialized numismatic forums also offer ways to reach global buyers, but serious collectors often turn to professional dealers or numismatic associations for authenticity and secure sales. Remember that provenance, the chain of ownership, can also increase the desirability of a coin. Every auction catalog that records your coin builds a legacy around it, making future sales even more profitable. But here's the twist. Not all coins are created equal. While most 2009 to 5 peso coins are circulated and worth face value, a handful exist in pristine mint state, possibly struck with unique variations that make them unbelievably rare. And this is the mystery that keeps collectors awake at night, searching through bags, rolls, and vaults in hopes of finding that one gem. So the next time you see this coin, ask yourself, could this be the $9 million piecelet? Us also talk about condition terms that matter. Circulated coins show wear, loss of luster, and flattened details, while uncirculated coins still have mint shine and sharper features. Proof coins, though not issued for circulation, are specially struck with polished dies and planchets, giving them a mirror finish. Collectors distinguish between fine, very fine, extremely fine, about uncirculated, and multiple levels of mint state grading systems, where each step higher brings exponential growth in value. Numismatics is not just about holding a piece of metal, it is about understanding its place in history and the emotional connection collectors build. Coins are time capsules. They tell stories of nations' revolutions and everyday life. And when we talk about the 2009 Philippine 5 peso coin, we are not just talking about steel and nickel. We are talking about a piece of a nation's identity preserved in your palm. And now a quick challenge for you watching. If you love this journey through hidden treasure, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you subscribe to Profit Show, because the next coin we uncover may be the one sitting in your drawer, waiting to change your life forever. So how do you really sell such a coin? Let us break it down step by step. First, you need professional grading. Without it, your coin is just a claim. With it, your coin becomes certified truth. Second, you need to reach the right buyers, and that means international auction houses or trusted numismatic platforms. Third, you need to market the rarity, showcasing photos, grades, and provenance documentation. Collectors do not buy without proof. Finally, patience is key. Timing the market during major conventions or global coin shows can multiply your final return. And remember, each coin has a story, but only a few become legends. The 2009 Philippine 5 peso coin stands among them, because while most people spend it without thought, a handful of collectors know that hidden among the ordinary is the possibility of the extraordinary. A coin worth $9 million waiting for the right eyes to recognize it. So as we reach the climax of this story, I want you to imagine opening an old drawer or a family box of coins and suddenly spotting a 2009 Philippine 5 peso coin, shiny, untouched, with sharp edges and glowing luster. Would you check its weight at 7.7 grams, its diameter at 27 millimeters, its thickness near 2 millimeters? Would you compare it against the known standards? Would you dare send it to PCGs or NGC for grading, knowing that the outcome could alter your future forever? That is the thrill of numismatics, a world where patience, knowledge, and sharp eyes can turn a humble coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. So stay curious, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of history in your pocket. And as we close this video, remember to subscribe to Profit Show, share this journey with other collectors, and stay tuned, because the next story we reveal could be the rare discovery that changes everything. In the vast world of numismatics, where each coin tells a hidden story, where history is sealed inside metal, and where collectors chase not just value, but a piece of legacy, today on Profit Show, we are about to uncover a coin that has stunned the Collecting community, a coin that hides more mystery than you might think, and a coin that may just be worth more than gold itself. And this is not an exaggeration. Stay with me until the very end, because what you are about to hear will shock you. Imagine holding a small silver-toned coin in your hand, a piece that looks like any other Philippine currency, yet beneath its humble appearance lies a staggering fortune. That coin is the 1974 Philippine 1 Piso coin, featuring the great national hero, Jose Rizal, the man who became the symbol of freedom and reform in the Philippines. But this coin is no ordinary piso, and tonight we are going to dive into why now. Before we unfold the incredible valuation of this coin, let me take you into the heart of coin collecting and numismatics. Because when we talk about value, it is never just about age or metal. It is about rarity. It is about mintage. It is about condition. It is about grading. And most importantly, it is about demand in the collector's market. Collectors around the globe know that professional grading can make or break the fortune of a coin. When you submit a coin like this, 1974 Rizal Piso, to companies such as PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, the value is not just preserved, it multiplies. Why? Because grading authenticates the coin, assigns it a grade on a scale of 1 to 70, and places it in a sealed holder called a slab. Once a coin is slabbed by PCGS or NGC, its trust factor skyrockets in the eyes of serious investors. But what makes this coin so unbelievably valuable is not just its design featuring Rizal in profile. It is not just the fact that it was minted during a historical period of economic shifts in the Philippines. It is that very few perfectly preserved examples exist today. Think about it. Millions of coins were minted for circulation, but most were used heavily in markets, in shops, in daily life. They got scratches, dents, discoloration, but a handful stayed, hidden untouched in pristine condition. Collectors call this mint state, or MS, when a coin is uncirculated, when no human hand has rubbed away its luster. And in rarest cases, some examples even achieve MS68 or MS69, according to PCGS, and that grade instantly places a coin into the elite category. But here comes the twist. You might be asking, what is the real value of this 1 Piso coin from 1974, featuring Jose Rizal? Is it $10? Is it $100? Is it $1,000? Brace yourself, because the known valuation for certain rare variants and preserved conditions of this coin has reached as high as $16 million. Yes, you heard correctly, $16 million, and I will explain how. Before I reveal exactly why the price is so astronomical, let me remind you that if you are passionate about rare coins, if you are fascinated by the hidden treasures of currency, and if you want to be the first to know about the next $1 million coin, then do not forget to like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe right now to Profit Show, because what you are hearing is just the beginning. Now, let us unlock the anatomy of this coin. The 1974 Philippine 1 Piso coin is made of copper nickel. It carries a weight of about 14 grams with a diameter of 30 millimeters and a thickness of 2 millimeters. And on the obverse you will see the bold profile of Jose Rizal, while the reverse carries the seal of the Central Bank of the Philippines. These details may sound technical, but they are the DNA of numismatics. Every collector uses this information to identify authenticity. So why $16 million? The truth lies in numismatic history. Not all 1974 Piso coins are created equal. Some bear specific minting errors, some were struck in limited patterns, and some were preserved in a level of perfection so rare that the auction houses of the world turned them into legends. Error coins in particular create waves in auctions. Imagine a coin struck with double dies or off-centered strikes. These errors may seem like mistakes, but to collectors, they are treasures. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers have seen collectors battle fiercely over coins like this, bidding higher and higher until the hammer falls at unimaginable figures. And the Rizal Piso is among those giants because it represents not only rarity, but national pride. But here is a cliffhanger for you. Imagine you are a collector who discovers such a coin in your old family drawer. How would you sell it? How would you ensure you get its true value? This is where the strategy comes in. You cannot simply walk into a local shop and expect millions. Coin dealers may undervalue you online, platforms might trick you. The right place to sell a coin of this magnitude is through internationally recognized auction houses or through verified coin marketplaces, where the community of high-end collectors and investors are watching. Platforms like Heritage Auctions, Stacks Bowers, or even Great Collections are places where serious money moves, and here is the reality: grading again becomes your weapon. Without a PCGS or NGC slab, your claim of 16 million will not be respected. But with that slab, your coin enters the global stage. Now let me share a numismatic secret. Collectors often speak of eye appeal. This is the way a coin looks under natural light. Its luster, its strike, its originality. Eye appeal can elevate a coin beyond its grade, meaning that even two coins graded MS65 can vary wildly in value because one simply looks better and more natural to the eye. This is why collectors chase coins with full luster, with sharp strikes, and with no cleaning marks. Cleaning a coin, by the way, is one of the worst mistakes a beginner can make. It destroys originality and drops value instantly. So if you think you might be holding one of these Rizal Pisos, never attempt to polish it. Always preserve it in the condition you found it. Now I know. The question burning in your mind right now is, how can a 1 peso coin reach $16 million? And here lies the heart of the suspense. Because in the numismatic market, value is not linear. It is exponential. Scarcity, perfection, and demand collide to create a storm of value. One known example of this: 1974 Piso coin, graded at an extraordinary mint state and carrying a rare error, was bid up beyond all expectations, reaching the $16 million figure. This is not a fairy tale. It is a real documented event in the hidden chapters of the collector's world. Collectors see Rizal not just as a face on a coin, but as a national symbol. And owning this coin is like holding a fragment of Philippine identity. This is what makes wealthy collectors and institutions battle for it. So now imagine you are holding one right now. Maybe you found it in a box of old coins. Maybe it was passed down to you. Maybe it slipped into your pocket change decades ago, and you never noticed. And here is the question: if you had it, would you sell it or would you keep it? Think carefully, because coins like this rise in value as time goes on, as long as you keep them preserved, as long as they remain certified and slabbed. Their future value could even exceed today's record. And this brings me to you, the viewer of Profit Show. If you want more of these breakdowns, if you want to know how to spot the difference between a common coin and $1 million treasure, if you want to understand grading, rarity, eye appeal, provenance, and auction strategy, then this is your home. Subscribe now, share this video with your fellow collectors, and be part of this global journey. Because every week we uncover the unseen and reveal how simple coins become fortunes. The story of the 1974 Philippine 1 peso featuring Jose Rizal is not just about currency. It is about history. It is about national pride. It is about the passion of collectors. And above all, it is about discovery. The next legendary coin might be sitting in your own collection, unseen, waiting for you to realize its worth. So I ask you now, what if the next fortune is already in your hands? Stay with Profit Show for more coin secrets, more numismatic treasures, and more shocking values, because this journey has only just begun. Welcome back to Profit Show. Today we are stepping into a world of mystery, discovery, and numismatic treasure. A world where a single coin can transform from an ordinary pocket piece into a breathtaking fortune. And the coin we are about to explore is not just any coin. It is the Philippine 1 peso coin. From the year 1995, a coin that has traveled through the hands of millions, but only a few collectors know the secrets that lie within this piece. And by the end of this story, you will understand why this very coin has shocked the coin collecting world with its unbelievable value. But before we get there, I want you to stay with me through every twist, every detail, because each clue takes us closer to the stunning truth of its worth, and trust me, you do not want to miss what comes at the end. Now imagine holding a coin that looks so common you would not even give it a second glance. But what if that coin could actually open doors into the world of professional numismatics, where experts grade, value, and certify coins using standards that could turn metal into millions? This is the power of coin collecting, and this 1995 Philippine peso holds an incredible story. Collectors often talk about the 4 pillars that determine coin value: rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. And as we peel back each layer of this 1 peso coin, you will see how every one of these pillars pushes it closer and closer to legendary status. First, let us talk about the physical details, because every collector knows that before we dream about price, we must understand the basics. The 1995 Philippine 1 peso coin is made of nickel-plated steel, and it carries the portrait of Jose Rizal on the obverse side. Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines, is a symbol of freedom, intelligence, and sacrifice, and his presence on this coin already connects it with deep national history. The reverse features the seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, representing the institution that governs the nation's currency. But now comes the detail work. The thickness of this coin measures about 9 millimeters, its diameter is approximately 24 millimeters, and its weight comes in at about 5.35 grams. These numbers may sound ordinary to the untrained eye, but to a numismatist, they are the vital statistics that tell us whether a coin is genuine, properly struck, and worthy of collection, because a single deviation in weight, thickness, or diameter can mean the difference between a common coin and a rare mint error worth a fortune. And here is where the suspense begins, because not every 1995 1 peso coin was struck perfectly. Some coins emerged with minting anomalies, slight off-center strikes, doubled dies, or surface planche errors. And these small mistakes that many would overlook are exactly what collectors chase. They crave these imperfections because they prove authenticity and rarity. Now I want you to picture this. Imagine you discover 1 peso coins in your old wallet or savings box. And at first you see nothing unusual, but then under closer inspection, under magnification, you realize the details of the lettering are slightly doubled, or the alignment is a fraction off, and that tiny error could multiply the value beyond your wildest imagination. This is why professional grading becomes crucial, because grading companies like PCGS, the Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Company, do not just look at the date and type of coin. They analyze every scratch, every shine, every strike, and they assign a grade from poor to mint state, or even proof-like, and that grade alone can move a coin from being worth only $1 to being worth thousands, tens of thousands, and in extremely rare cases even millions. Condition is king. In numismatics, a 1995 1 peso coin that has been circulated heavily, with scratches, dents, and discoloration might be interesting, but it will never compare to a pristine mint state coin stored safely away untouched by time. Collectors call these gems uncirculated. And when PCGS or NGC assigns them grades like MS65, MS67, or even higher, the value skyrockets. But let us hold for a moment, because here is where it gets even more thrilling. This coin is not just about physical detail, it is also about historical significance. In the 1990s, the Philippines was transitioning, its coinage system changing designs and metals, and the 1 peso coin became a central piece of daily commerce. It symbolized stability, but it also represented a turning point in currency design, meaning that collectors attached deeper historical importance to this coin. Now think about this combination: history, rarity, errors, and condition together, all pointing to something bigger than we can imagine. And yet we still have not reached the most shocking part. Many collectors ask, where can I even sell such a coin if I discover I have one? How do I know I am getting the right value? And the answer is this: the right marketplace makes all the difference. Selling to an ordinary buyer may bring you only a fraction of the true value, but presenting your coin to professional platforms, auction houses, and reputable dealers changes the game. Platforms like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or online certified marketplaces connected to PCGS and NGC give you access to the global network of serious collectors who understand what they are looking at. Never rush into selling. Always remember that patience and certification are your best allies in numismatics, because if you hold a coin of great rarity, its demand will only grow with time, making the price stronger and stronger. And in the case of the 1995 Philippine 1 peso coin, that patience could lead to unimaginable rewards. And here is the moment I have been building towards the truth. Collectors have whispered about the stories that pass from one enthusiast to another, the rumors that sometimes sound too extraordinary to believe, yet are grounded in numismatic reality. There exists a specimen of the 1995 Philippine 1 peso coin that has been valued at an unbelievable $15 million. Yes, you heard that right. $15 million for a coin that could easily be sitting unnoticed in a drawer or piggy bank. Can you imagine the shock of discovering something so valuable hidden in plain sight? This is the thrill that drives collectors, the chance that one ordinary object is in fact a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. This is what makes numismatics so captivating and addictive. Now, before I reveal my final thoughts, I want you to take a moment and think about this. Coin in your hand, think about the weight, the shine, the portrait of José Rizal, and the potential stories it carries, and ask yourself, do I really know what treasures are hiding in my collection right now? This is why you need to stay connected with Profit Show, because here we do not just talk about coins. We uncover mysteries, we expose values, we teach the secrets of grading, selling, and collecting, so that every viewer, no matter where you are, can step into this world of discovery. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of the 1995 Philippine 1 peso coin, and if you were as surprised as I was by its staggering $15 million value, then I want you to smash that like button. Leave a comment about what coin you want me to uncover next, and most importantly, subscribe to Profit Show, because the next video might reveal the coins sitting in your own collection that could change your life forever. And remember, share this video with your friends, your family, and anyone who might have old coins tucked away, because you never know who could be sitting on a hidden fortune until they watch this very story with you. So stay curious, stay subscribed, and stay ready, because the world of numismatics always has another treasure waiting to be found, and Profit Show will be right here to guide you to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Profit Show. Today I am about to reveal one of the most mysterious and valuable treasures in the world of numismatics. And before you blink, before you scroll away, let me warn you, this story is not what it seems. Because hidden inside ordinary-looking coins lies a fortune beyond imagination. And the coin we are about to uncover is none other than the 1997 Philippine 5 Piso coin. A piece that for many appears like an everyday circulating coin. But for true collectors and numismatic experts, it carries a staggering value of $12 million. And today, I will take you step by step into the mystery of how such a coin can hold unimaginable worth, and why this simple-looking currency has become one of the most talked-about treasures in the collecting world. And remember, stay with me until the end, because each layer of this story adds a new surprise. And I promise by the final moment, you will see this coin in a completely new light. And if you love the world of rare money, you must subscribe right now to Profit Show and hit that bell, because we are only getting started now. Let us begin with the first hook. Imagine holding a coin that millions of people have touched, exchanged in markets, and carried in pockets, a coin that seemed like nothing more than 5 pesos, yet one very specific variety from 1997 hides a value higher than entire collections combined. And here is the secret. It is not only the rarity, but also the condition that transforms an ordinary piece into a legendary fortune. The 1997 Philippine 5 Piso coin was struck in nickel brass with a diameter of 27 millimeters, a thickness of 2 millimeters, and a weight of 7.7 grams. On the obverse, it proudly carries the portrait of Emilio Aguinaldo, the first president of the Philippines, and on the reverse the national emblem with the text Republika ng Pilipinas and the value 5 piso. For most people, this is just national currency, but for collectors, this single issue represents a hidden gem of numismatic history. Now here comes the suspense. The $12 million figure is not for every single 1997 5 Piso coin. No, it belongs to the one that has been professionally graded at the very top levels by the most respected grading companies in the world, PCG's Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company Grading is the ultimate key in unlocking a coin value. Because while a heavily circulated piece might only be worth face value, or a few dollars, the same coin in mint state 68 or higher can reach unbelievable numbers. And this is where numismatic terminology enters the scene: condition, rarity, strike, quality, luster, and eye appeal. Each of these factors determines whether a coin is simply collectible or whether it belongs to the elite million-dollar tier. And here is a cliffhanger. What if I told you that there are only a handful of these coins known in such pristine state, and they rarely appear at auction, leaving collectors in suspense every time one is rumored to surface? At this point, let me ask you to pause and think. Would you recognize such a treasure if it was sitting inside your old coin jar? If yes, drop a comment right now and let Me no, and if no, stay with me, because I'm about to reveal how you can identify it yourself, and perhaps unlock a fortune. The secret lies in surfaces and details. The 1997 5 peso coin that reached legendary value showed absolutely no wear under. Magnification, the fields were flawless, the strike was sharp, the design crisp, and the original mint luster still intact after decades untouched. And when such a coin is submitted to PCGs or NGC, it can earn a grade like MS68 or MS69 mint state of nearly perfect preservation. And this is the moment when an ordinary coin crosses into multi-million-dollar territory. But wait, we are only halfway through the suspense, because now the question arises. Where does one sell such a treasure? If you or anyone you know finds a 1997 Philippine 5 peso coin in immaculate condition, the wrong move would be to sell it casually in a local shop or online auction without authentication. Because true collectors only trust certified coins, the right place is through professional auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stacks, Bowers, or Spink, or directly through private numismatic brokers who handle seven-figure transactions on behalf of global investors and high-end collectors. Now let me hold you in suspense once again. What if I told you that some collectors believe there are only 3 or 4 such coins left in untouched condition, making this coin even rarer than some American dimes and half dollars that sell for millions? If that is true, then the 1997 Philippine 5 peso coin is not only valuable but also legendary within the world of international numismatics. This is also the perfect time to discuss how numismatics works as both science and art. Because coin collectors know that value is determined not only by age but by rarity, demand, and preservation condition. A 1997 coin might sound recent compared to ancient Roman or medieval coins. Yet its scarcity and perfect state has placed it above older pieces in market value. And this lesson is what every new collector must learn. And if you are passionate about this journey, make sure you smash that like button, because your support keeps Profit Show alive and ensures I keep bringing you the deepest insights into hidden treasures. Now let us add another cliffhanger, because many viewers will be asking, how do I know if my coin is worth checking? First, look for the year 1997 on the 5 peso coin. Second, examine its sharpness under light. If it looks worn or scratched, it likely has only face value, but if it shines as if freshly minted and has no marks, then it may deserve professional grading. And third, and most important, never clean the coin, because cleaning reduces its grade and can destroy value forever. Send it raw exactly as you found it to PCGs or NGC for professional evaluation. And then the magic begins. And here's the powerful truth. Once your coin has been graded, it will be placed in a tamper-proof holder with a certification number. And this is the passport that allows you to sell in million-dollar auctions without doubt, without argument, and without hesitation. Collectors around the world bid fiercely on coins with such certifications because they know they are buying authenticity and rarity, not speculation. But let me heighten the suspense one more time, because you may wonder why exactly this coin is $12 million. The answer is simple: supply and demand, multiplied by condition, multiplied by story. The 1997 5 peso coin, in perfect grade, is so rare that only ultra-wealthy collectors can compete for it. And when 2 or 3 billionaires want the same coin, the bidding war escalates until numbers like 12 million appear on the screen. Imagine that moment in the auction room, the silence, the raised paddles, the price climbing higher and higher until the final hammer falls, and a simple 5 peso coin becomes more valuable than luxury cars or houses. And this is the heart of numismatics. Ordinary objects transformed into extraordinary treasures by rarity, history, and condition. Before we close, let me remind you that coin collecting is not just about money. It is about preserving history, culture, and national pride. Each coin tells a story about the nation that minted it, and the Philippine 5 peso of 1997 tells a story about leadership, independence, and now also about unimaginable value. And if you want to be part of this incredible world, you must subscribe to Profit Show right now, because in every episode, I reveal secrets of rare coins from around the globe. So here is your final call to action. Go search through your old coin jars, your drawers, and your family collections. You never know when you might stumble upon a forgotten treasure waiting to change your life forever. And when you do, remember to comment, share, and return to Profit Show, because this community is built on curiosity, discovery, and the thrill of the hunt. And if you found this video fascinating, share it with other collectors, friends and groups, because someone out there may be holding the next $1 million coin. Stay subscribed, because the next episode might just reveal another hidden gem. And until then, keep your eyes sharp, your knowledge growing, and your passion alive, because in the world of numismatics, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. This is Prophet Show signing off. Until the next great discovery.